Have you tried everything to get rid of those dark spots on your face, but no matter what you do, they just won't go away? Maybe you've spent money on expensive creams, endured painful procedures, or followed miracle recipes you found online, only to end up disappointed every time. If you've ever looked in the mirror and felt like you didn't even recognize yourself anymore because of those spots, I want you to know you're not alone. I'm Dr. Matthew Williams, a dermatologist with over 20 years of experience, and today I want to show you how it is possible to treat melasma at home, safely, effectively, and without breaking the bank. But before I walk you through the skincare routine and the products that actually work, there's something even more important we need to talk about: why melasma shows up in the first place and why so many treatments fail. Without understanding that, it's easy to fall into the same traps over and over and stay stuck in a cycle of frustration. Melasma is the name we give to those brownish or grayish patches that usually appear on the cheeks, forehead, upper lip, or chin. The shape is often irregular but oddly symmetrical, almost like tattoos we never asked for. It's most common in women between the ages of 25 and 50, though men can have it too. And while it might seem like just a cosmetic issue, the emotional impact is anything but small. I've seen patients like Sarah who stopped going out altogether. She avoided photos, skipped beach days, and even said no to social gatherings with friends because she felt ashamed of her skin. It's not an exaggeration. When your self-esteem takes a hit like that, it affects everything: how you feel, how you show up in the world, even how you relate to the people around you. I've had patients in my office, eyes full of tears, saying, "I just want my face back." Now here's what most people don't realize, and what you really need to understand. Melasma isn't just a surface issue. It's a chronic inflammatory condition. That means it starts from within. So no, applying a brightening cream alone isn't going to fix it. The root cause is an overproduction of melanin, the pigment that gives skin its color. And that overproduction can be triggered by a lot of things: sun exposure, heat, hormones like birth control or pregnancy, genetics, stress, gut issues, thyroid imbalances, and yes, even the wrong skincare products. And get this: visible light, like the light from your phone screen, computer, or even indoor lighting, can also make melasma worse. It's not just about the sun anymore. Sometimes we're damaging our skin from the inside of our own homes without even realizing it. There's another key point. Melasma is stubborn. It might fade for a while, but it often comes back. Why? Because most treatments only target the surface. They lighten the visible spots, but ignore the internal triggers. It's like trying to dry the floor without fixing the leaking pipe. Eventually, the water just keeps coming back. That's why people spend a fortune on strong acids, peels, or lasers, only to see the pigmentation return, sometimes even darker. And that's when the hopelessness kicks in. But let me be clear, the problem isn't you, it's the wrong approach. The first step to real results is changing how you see melasma. It's not just a skin issue, it's a message your body is sending that something deeper needs attention. That's where what I call integrated dermal therapy comes in. Now, I know that might sound fancy, but it's not about the name. It's about a smarter, more complete way of treating melasma. This approach focuses on 3 essential pillars: proper sun protection, anti-inflammatory nutrition, and targeted skincare with the right ingredients. These 3 things together can transform your skin, and you can start right from your home. No need for expensive machines or complicated prescriptions. But before we dive into the step-by-step routine, there's something I want to make crystal clear. Melasma is not your fault. It's not because you didn't take care of yourself. It's not vanity. It's not in your head. It's a real medical condition that deserves real attention. And yes, it can be treated. So far, you've learned that melasma is a deep inflammatory condition, that it's triggered by a mix of internal and external factors, and that surface-only treatments just don't cut it. Once you start understanding all the pieces of this puzzle, you can begin to act differently, and that's when the results start to show. In the next section, I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do, which products to use, how to protect your skin, what foods help, and what habits to avoid so you don't make the condition worse. Everything I share is backed by science and real clinical experience, so you can start applying it right away in your daily life. Now that you know what melasma really is and why it keeps coming back, let's talk about what actually works when it comes to treating it at home. And no, you can't skip steps. The routine I'll share with you is a consistent daily commitment. It's not magic, it's just science applied with consistency and care. Let's start with the number one most important step: light protection. And I'm not just talking about putting on some sunscreen once in the morning and calling it a day. With melasma, photoprotection has to be serious. You need to use a tinted sunscreen, yes, tinted, because the pigments help block visible light, not just UV rays. You also need to reapply every 3 hours, even indoors. It might sound like overkill, but trust me, this one habit can make or break your progress. Use hats, sunglasses, stay in the shade when possible, and keep your skin cool, because even heat can worsen melasma, even if you're wearing sunscreen. The second step is being smart about the products you put on your skin. A lot of people think strong acids and harsh peels will clear things up faster, but those can actually irritate your skin and worsen the inflammation, making melasma even darker. So forget the miracle potions that burn or peel your face. The goal is to calm your skin, reduce inflammation, and gradually lighten the pigment in a gentle, steady way. Look for ingredients like niacinamide, which calms and brightens, tranexamic acid, which reduces melanin production, kojic acid, arbutin, and azelaic acid. These are powerful, especially when used together, but always choose formulations that your skin can tolerate. No burning, no stinging, no redness. Here's a simple routine. In the morning, wash your face with a gentle cleanser. Apply an antioxidant like vitamin C, followed by your brightening serum, and then your tinted sunscreen. At night, repeat the cleansing, apply the same brightening serum, and finish with a calming moisturizer. If your skin is oily, go with gels. If it's dry, choose richer creams. And avoid anything that makes your skin sting or feel tight. Melasma feeds on inflammation, so we have to avoid anything that triggers it. Now here's a piece of the puzzle most people ignore: your gut and your diet. Yep, what you eat matters. Diets high in sugar, unhealthy fats, and processed foods raise inflammation in your body and can make melasma harder to treat. On the flip side, antioxidant-rich foods like berries, leafy greens, turmeric, ginger, and green tea can reduce internal inflammation and help your skin heal. Staying hydrated and keeping your digestion regular is also key. If you're constantly bloated or constipated, your skin feels it too. Another major factor: stress. When we're constantly stressed, our body produces cortisol, a hormone that increases pigmentation. So if you're always rushing, overwhelmed, sleeping poorly, and barely getting time to breathe, your melasma will keep hanging around. That's why self-care matters. Take a few minutes every day to breathe deeply, walk outside, meditate, listen to music you love, or do something that brings you joy. It might sound simple, but it has a real impact on your skin. And let go of that thought that nothing works for me. It's not true. The real issue is that most people treat melasma without truly understanding it. But when you begin to care for your skin with patience, consistency, and the right tools, things start to change. I've seen it happen with dozens of patients, women like Emily or Jessica, who felt defeated, tired, and hopeless, but are now seeing clearer skin, higher self-esteem, and smiling in photos again. It is possible, but it takes time. Treating melasma is like caring for a plant. You water it daily, protect it from harsh sun, and wait. It doesn't bloom overnight, but when it does, it's beautiful. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. That means you've taken the most important first step, understanding the problem. Now it's time to take action. Remember, melasma can be treated. With the right products, smart habits, and daily care, your skin can become its best version again. And more importantly, you can feel like yourself again when you look in the mirror. You deserve that.